Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the standard normal distribution. What is the standard normal distribution and why we use the standard normal distribution in the machine learning or any statistical based problems. Before going further, I would like to request you, please, if you don't know about the normal distribution, you can follow my normal distribution video before watching this video. After that, you will be able to understand this video in a proper way. Let me go through a very small discussion here. What is the normal distribution? Whatever the data we have, and if that data have this type of the curve, like most of the data fall near the center, then this particular data is called as normally distributed data, and that data should follow some condition like mean and median and mode will be at the center, and that second property, that data should have one peak. Third property is all the data, if we divide the data from center, all the left and right side data will be like a mirror image. Any random variable will be considered as a normally distributed data if it is follow a mu and sigma. It means it is a function of mean and standard deviation. This is your normally distributed data set. So this is called as a PDF. So in this data set we have 9 data points, okay, and this is your median. It means it is a normally distributed data. If we divide this data, so you can check here, this is this portion and this portion is a mirror image. It means this is your 50% data, this will be your 50% data. So this is your normally distributed data. So how you can convert any normally distributed data into a standard normal distribution? So that is very easy. Standard normal distribution data has mu is equal to 0 and standard deviation is equal to 1. This should also will be a new property for standard normal distribution data set, and the remaining properties will be same as we had in the normal distribution data set. Apart from those property, if this property we have in the normal distribution data set, that particular normal distribution data set will be considered as a standard normal distribution data set. You can check this particular example. We have this particular normally distributed data set and we converted this normally distributed data set in a standard normal distribution. All things are same. If you check this particular portion and this particular portion, this is your 50%. It means your mirror image, and your mean, median, mode are also the same for this particular data set. It means mean, median, mode will lie at the center and value will be same for mean and median. And also one more thing, standard deviation should be 1. This is your standard deviation should be 1. You check 1, 1, 1. Standard deviation we have 1 for standard normal distribution data set. Let's understand how you can convert any normally distributed data set into a standard normal distribution data set. So for that we use one formula called Z-score. Z-score formula is that xi minus mu upon sigma. Xi is your data set points, mu is your mean of population mean, and sigma is your population standard deviation. So before going to the further, let's understand some formula which we are going to use in this particular calculation. This is your sample data and this is your population data. If you want to understand what is the mean, you can use this particular formula. We denote by x bar and 1 by n, and is total data set points in the sample data set, and xi is your samples. So we can use this particular formula. The same for the population mean, we use mu, and n is your total population size, and same remaining formula is the same. In the variance we use small x square, and it is a summation of I is equal to 1 to total data points. Xi means it means this is your data samples, and x bar is your mean of the sample, the whole square divided by n minus 1. If you see the variance of the population, all formula is same except this. If you see here in the population we use capital N only, and here we use n-1. This is a pre-tested research approach. If you want to know why we use n-1, please let me know in the comment section. I will create a separate video for that. And standard deviation, as we know, this is denoted as a small s for the sample data size, and it is a square root of s square. S square means your variance, and this is also square root of sigma square. It means variance of population. So these three formula we will use in our standard normal distribution dataset calculation. So these are the 9 data points we have, and we want to convert this particular distribution in the form of standard normal distribution. So first we need to arrange this particular data set first. Second one, we need to calculate the mu, means population mean. Population mean will be summation of x divided by n. Summation of x, if we calculate all these value, we will get 45. Total sample size of the population is 9, then we will get 5. After that, what is the population standard deviation? It is the square root of variance. What is the formula of variance? You can check here. Summation xi minus mu whole square divided by n. Xi minus mu whole square divided by n. So let's understand how we can calculate the variance. So for that, you can take like this way, whole n is equal to 9 we have. So first you need to calculate the first one, like this square, then this square, then total 9 for the all 9 data set. First data set xi means first data point 1 minus 5 whole square, like this portion. Then this will be your second data point 2 minus 5 whole square. So this way you can calculate all, then do the addition, after that divide by n, then take the square root. After that you will get this particular value 2.58. So this is your mu is 5 and standard deviation is 2.58 for the population data set for the normally distributed data set. So now we will calculate the Z score, this particular Z score. We will discuss further what is the Z score. For our time being, just understand how you can calculate the Z score. So what would be the Z score? Z score is the formula is xi minus mu divided by sigma. So let's calculate the Z score for the first data point, this particular data point. Z1 will be your 1 minus xi. Xi means first data point. 1 minus mu, population mean is 5, divided by standard deviation 2.58 equal to, if you will do the calculation, you will get minus 1.550. Same way you can calculate Z2, Z3 and till Z9. I mentioned all the details here. If you see here, these are our all the 9 data points, and population mean we get 5, standard deviation we get this. I calculated here Z score for all the data points. You will get these Z score corresponding to each data points. And if you like, just draw these data points here. This is your first data points, then this is your second data set, then this is your third one, then this is your also nearer this. So this way you can draw all the data points. Same way here 0.3, 0.4, 0.7. This way you can draw all Z score here. If you again take the mean and standard deviation using the same formula like mu, how you calculate the mu? Just do the addition of all the data points and divide it by n, you will get 0. Mean is 0. And same standard deviation, how you will calculate? This formula 1 divided by n, summation xi minus mu whole square, then take under root. So same way if you calculate the standard deviation of these data points, you will get the standard deviation 1. Now we verified that if we have normally distributed data set and if we apply this Z score formula, we will be able to get the standardized data set, that is also called as a normally distributed data set. So now question comes, why we use standard normal distribution, or why do we standardize the data set? Let me give you very good example here. I will discuss in detail in the machine learning videos. You have a data set. There are the 3 columns you have. Okay, in the first column, this is your student rank 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the student mark like 50, 70, 80, 90, and this is the campus placement salary, how much salary they got in their placement. This is your 23,000. Okay, this is your 30,000. This is in the per month. This is your 35,000. This is your 50,000. So now you can see here, if we talk about the distribution of this data set and distribution of this data set and distribution of this data set, they will be like your normally distributed. But if we want to create any machine learning model, then in that case we use some calculation like linear regression, logistic regression, and they're like neural network. On those model we use some mathematical formula. So for that we need to make all these three column in a same scale. If you see here, this is the different scale and this is in the different scale, because here is only a single digit, like here 2 digit, and here we have a 5 digits. So we need to make all the columns in a same scale so that we can apply those same scale in our machine learning models. So we will discuss more details about why we use scaling other stuff in the machine learning. So in a summarized way, we make all the data points in a same scale. That's why we use standardization.